Oh, the economy is terrible. Well, for who? Somebody out there. For me, it's going great. For my kids, it's going great. But that's because we're so good. It's not because the economy is good. It's because we are ubermenches. I look at that and I just think people like that ought to be launched into the sun. Hello, everyone. This is JVL here with my best friend, Sarah Longwell, publisher of the Bulwark. Sarah, happy Friday. We have so much to talk about.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to talk to you.
So much. So just a little quick roadmap. We're going to start by talking about Mark Robinson.
Great.
Then we're going to talk about a little TV segment you just did with this guy. What's his name? Scott Jennings. Scott Jennings.
Yeah.
How's it feel to commit a murder on live television? and then we're going to talk about boat parades because I sent you a piece
I watched it.
I think is going to give me a free pass on the Cletus voice for the rest of my life. So that's what we're doing today. CNN's Elle or Ellie?
JVL, do you know who that reporter is?
Yeah, no, she interviewed us when we were out in Denver.
She interviewed you and I.
But I'm forgetting.
Never aired
Elle
the interview.
Reeve or Elle Reeve?
I don't know. Go ahead.
I don't know. Anyway, she went out to a MAGA boat parade. I don't know where they are. I'm sorry. I forget where this is. Somewhere in real America. And it is a collection of middle-aged to elderly Caucasian people with a single African-American woman.
Yeah.
If I had come to you, Sarah, and said, and just described all of this without telling you that, and I was like, these boat parades, this is what they look like, and this is what those people sound like, and this is what they say, you would tut-tut and say,
no,
JVL, don't be mean.
That's not it.
Don't talk about people like that. They aren't really like that. But this is like the real documentary version of the Cletus voice. And it is amazing.
This isn't Cletus voice exactly. Hold on a second. Here's what I would do. Here's what I would say. When I watched this, I was dying because I was like, this is JVL's Aristotelian version of the boat parade in his mind that you then extrapolate onto every Trump voter. And I think that's incorrect. I think this is a very specific subset of the Trump voter. It is not the paradigm or the only version of the Trump voter, but it is a version. And this was a perfect distillation of it, right down to it's the boat parade with all the flags. Everyone's it couldn't have been more on the nose. It's like everyone's in an American flag bathing suit bikini.
And these are 70-year-old people who do not spend a ton of time at the gym.
They're all singing "I'm proud to be an American" together.
A lot of flesh out there. Yeah, a cappella renditions of Lee Greenwood songs. They're drinking. There is a lot of flesh.
You mentioned
there's a lot of flesh. There is an elderly woman who is dressed in a full Donald Trump assassination attempt costume.
Oh yeah.
So she looks like she's
blood on her ear.
Fake. So she, everybody else is half naked, and this woman is in a black suit with the a tie and an ear thing with fake blood, but she's a woman dressed up. So there's
she's wearing a hat with Trump hair that comes out of it up the top.
Yeah, it's like an uncomfortable Gwyneth Paltrow in Shakespeare in Love kind of situation where why are you pretending to be a man? Everything about that is wrong. But there are two people in specific I want to talk to you about. But I wanted to hear what were your favorite moments from this piece?
My favorite moment was she's got a couple dudes who she's asking about Springfield, about whether or not they're really eating the dogs and the cats. And the guy's like, well, I don't know if it's true, but we should all go find out. We should all do our own research. It's incumbent upon all of us to figure it out. So then she's like, oh, well, I'll Google it. Then she's like, well, what if the governor, she's like, the governor of Ohio denounced it. He's like, my governor? So he must have been, he's like, no, he didn't. And she's like, well,
I'm
let's
Google it. I'm
Google
going to drop this
it.
entire audio in here.
She goes,
I'll drop the entire audio of this exchange.
all right, fine. Well, so she Googles it and she reads it to him. And he's like, oh, well. It was a great moment.
Do I believe that actually happened or not? Have no evidence of it. Do I doubt it? I don't know. I can't say thumbs up or thumbs down.
Do you think it shows good judgment on Trump's part to talk about it if it's not confirmed?
I think it shows good judgment for every one of us on every side to look into it. I dare all of us to investigate it. And I live there, so I will.
Well, the police say they don't have any record of it, and the city manager says they don't have a record of it, and the governor has now
Not my governor. My governor.
DeWine?
No.
DeWine has said something about it.
I don't believe that.
You want me to look it up?
I'm happy to look it up all by myself.
Hold on, let's just Google it if I have service. Okay. Ohio DeWine Haitian cats. This is something that came up on the internet, and the internet can be quite crazy sometimes. DeWine told CBS News. DeWine says he trusts city officials who have said they have not received any credible reports of such conduct. Mayor Rue of Springfield says no, there's no truth in that. They have no evidence of that at all. So I think we go with what the mayor says. He knows his city, DeWine said.
Sure. That's a great way to pass the buck.
It's amazing.
We all have to descend on Springfield to do our own research.
But it shows how unfalsifiable everything is, right? They just say a thing, and then that thing is disproven in front of their eyes in real time, not by a member of the liberal media, but she's just quoting Mike DeWine, the Republican governor, who, again, has been like a pretty good Republican governor in Ohio. The response to that isn't, oh, shit, I got to rethink some things. It's, well, that just sounds like buck passing to me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, because Mike DeWine's is like, the Republican mayor of Springfield is telling us this is not happening, and I believe him. And the guy's like, you're just passing the buck.
So when I say that these people are utterly impervious to evidence or reason, I mean, it's true, right?
These people, these individual people in this clip are 100%. And they are representative of the MAGA base, the kinds of people who would be in a Trump boat parade.
Half naked. It's very important to say over and over that these people are in states of undress that are horrifying.
They're at the beach. Wait, but there was another thing.
I sat watching this and I just thought, why ever did Sarah become a lesbian? So my other favorite part was, so we'll play the audio clip.
What's your most important issue?
The economy, getting the interest rates down, getting it where we can afford to live in America. Right now, it's too expensive.
Okay, now let me maybe ask like a slightly impolite question. But, you know, if you can afford a boat, you're not hurting so bad, right? Because a boat costs a lot of money and it's a lot of upkeep.
Listen, nobody gave me shit. I earned everything that I've got. I'm retired military, retired power plant, and I am successful and retired and with boats, jet skis, because I did it right. And everybody has that chance. Whether they choose or not, that's up to them.
I would never try to take anything away from you in that way. But what I'm asking is, groceries are probably a smaller part of your budget than, say, you know, someone who's like a little worse off. I think it's interesting that people who are a little bit more comfortable are still so concerned about the economy. Do you see what I'm saying?
Because I want my money to go further. I want inflation to go down. I want interest rates to go back down. I want all that. But that covers everybody in the economy. Not just me, not just the poor, not just the rich. It covers everybody.
Now, something I've heard from some people, tell me if this applies to you, is like they're worried their kids aren't able to afford a house or a car.
No. I trained my kids and taught my kids properly. They have great educations, and they're both successful in their careers. Actually, they're doing better than me.
So she says to this guy, you know, why are you voting for Trump? And he's like, because the economy's terrible. Nobody can afford anything. And Elle says, I'm sorry, I don't mean to like sound aggressive or anything, but you have a boat. Like boats are expensive. And he's like, yeah, I'm doing great because I worked hard and I earned everything I got. And so I'm doing fine. And then she's like, so are things tough for your kids? He's like, my kids are doing even better than me. Just like it's one
He
of these,
raised him right. That's what he said. He said he raised him right.
but it's a recognition that like, oh, the economy is terrible. Well, for who? Somebody out there. For me, it's going great. For my kids, it's going great. But that's because we're so good. It's not because the economy is good. It's because we are ubermenches. And I look at that and I just think people like that ought to be launched into the sun. Like the reason he gives for voting for Trump is because nobody can afford to live. Nobody can afford anything. But sir, you have a boat. Well, yeah, I have a boat and I'm doing great. Now I'm really rich, but I earned that. I got mine. Sorry, your kids have. No, my kids are even better than me. They got so many boats. But we have to roll the dice on authoritarian, and that's what the answer is. These people are not. Their motivation is not. We have to roll the dice on authoritarianism because the economy is so bad. That's a rationalization. They want authoritarianism.
These people absolutely do.
That's what they want.
Well, here's the thing. They want authoritarianism. I don't know that anybody in that particular clip could define authoritarianism or spot it.
Well, it is a large word.
It is with many syllables. I think that is a group of people who has made politics their identity, and that is their way of socializing. I mean, there's a woman with a blender making mudslides, and like this is why one of the sort of human things that happens around Trump is the in-group, out-group of it all, and especially I think for disconnected older folks, these were most of them retirees. This is how they find community.
The youngest person here had to be 60.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
But
I mean,
they were sort of saying that they were retired.
Yeah. This is an older.
Living the good life. But,
somehow,
they're bonded
America
in their
is in
grievance.
carnage, but these people are living their best life. It is a mystery how this can happen. Right? And this is like, hey, Sarah, there's more show.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Are we still talking? We have more
Yeah,
talking?
we're still talking. The talking goes on, but that's only for the people who are inside the Velvet Rope, the Bulwark Plus members.
Oh, they got to subscribe.
Yeah, tell them to subscribe. Tell the
You
people,
should subscribe,
Sarah.
guys. Why wouldn't you subscribe? You get all kinds of things. You get some extra me and JVL. You get some extra me and George Conway. You get JVL's Triad. This is one of the best things the Bulwark offers. I read it at least once or twice a week.
Yes. Go and subscribe. We'd love to have you.